because as soon as they got by the start-finish line, Logano flew out around Hamlin. If that happens much farther back, it kills his momentum, and he doesn't get the track record, and it's not P1.
Yeah, he almost has to decide at that point, do I just pull up behind him and push? You know, get behind Denny and just stay with him, because that's going to help both of us. If I pull out to pass, it's going to hurt both of us. I don't really care about him so much. That's the driver's mentality, but it's going to hurt me, so maybe I'll just push and help him.
We just learned some fun and joking information. Look at your top 5. Look at their numbers. If you don't have a 2 or 3 in your number, you're not allowed to be in the top 5. 22, 33, 32, 20 in the top 5. Boy, Felix Savadas, he loves numbers, and that is quite a coincidence.
I'm looking at Blake Cook, who's on the bubble, and then right in front of him in 23rd, Chase Elliott. Kyle Busch certainly capable of going back out, jumping inside the top 24. You got Jeremy Clements, who's in the 26th position right now. He's shown speed throughout the years and been, throughout the year, I should say, and has been pretty good in recent weeks in 2015. You think maybe he could make a play? You're looking at Cale Conley here, 29th, no drafting help, a couple of tenths off of jumping inside the top 24. Clements is 26th right now, as we said, and he's a couple of tenths back as well. So it doesn't look like they are going to be able to knock Blake Cook off the bubble or move Chase Elliott.
And as we watch Cale go around the racetrack, a tidbit of information: he's a dirt racer. He likes dirt cars, and every once in a while we'll see him at the dirt tracks. And talk about dirt racing, this famous family here is the Clement. They build motors for a lot of dirt cars, and that's where we learned that name. If you're in racing and you hear the name Clements, you think of motors. That's besides him being a race car driver.
Well, they're the 2 on the bubble, and this is a smart play, Michael, if you're the 9 and the 8, Chase Elliott and Blake Cook. Sit there and wait until someone goes out to put you in jeopardy of not advancing, and right now they're okay with 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, the one
Mommy, I'm recording.
With those guys is Kyle Busch, because he can take Blake Cook out.
Because I want to.
Is he playing a video game?
Bubba has got a game that it senses, you know, the phone. All the young kids know about it. He's racing a game, and he's actually steering. And I guess it's the way to calm your nerves nowadays, Mikey.
Here comes Kyle Busch. He's going to try to get some guys to go with him, probably. Or they made an adjustment. It sounded like off turn 2 when we're riding along with him. It bogged down a little bit. Maybe it was just a little bit tight, and that'll really kill these cars because they don't have the horsepower that the Cup cars have. So if you get tied off, it hurts you all the way down the straightaway. Kyle pulls in behind Chase Elliott. Chase, he's got to make a decision. Even though he's in right now, if Kyle goes out and takes a couple of people with him, they will bump Chase out. I'm not so sure with a couple, maybe wait as long as I can, but when those guys all go, no matter what, if I'm Chase Elliott, I go with them.
What's the negative impact, though, of waiting here? Only 6 minutes to go in the session. You get 7 minutes in between round 1 and round 2 of not having enough time to get the car cooled down, so you then can go from round 2 to round 3, being competitive in that second round.
Well, I think the big point is, Adam, the tires don't fall off here, so we're not going to worry about that box. We're going to send the tires to be fine. And plus, people are going to wait around and play that game where they wait until the very end to go out and get the proper draft. So that's playing into his hands. So if I'm Chase Elliott and I see Kyle Busch leave, we know other cars are going to go with Kyle to try to get into the race. I go with Kyle as well.
You know, as we're looking at the lineup on the right-hand side of your TV screen, look at 23rd Chase Elliott, right? 25th Kyle Busch. I mean, I know we're talking about it, but they can't hurt themselves. I mean, I know Chase Elliott wants to be better than 23rd. I mean, he is locked in, but he's out there on the line because this car right here is waiting to get knocked out, and that's why he's down there. If he falls outside the top 24, he's got to get going.
And what's fun about Michigan, Daytona, Talladega, there's always great stories. A couple of good stories here. Ross Chastain and Harrison Rose, they both beat Chase Elliott and Kyle Busch. Right now, they've got those 2 on the ropes, and that's just another great story of how competitive some of these Xfinity drivers are when they get the opportunity to show it.
Ironically, one of their drivers down there in line that could knock him out is their teammate Landon Castle in the 01, and of course Kyle likes seeing him behind him because Landon, a talented driver that could lend a little drafting help to Kyle and perhaps be the difference in him advancing from round 1 to round 2.
Landon is very talented, and if those cars roll, don't be surprised to see Landon pop up inside that top 15. He just needs the circumstances to be right. We're working down under 4 minutes. now. So they can leave pit road around 40 seconds to go, I would guess, and make it back okay. And maybe 45, because they got to get up to speed, obviously. So inside a minute they can go. It would be interesting to see how long they wait. There they set.
I truly think the 40 of Carl Edwards, or Carl Long, excuse me, I think he's practicing. I really do. He's been on this racetrack forever. There's 40 cars here. And I think he's practicing. I really do. I just caught on to that. He's just running around and running around.
Yeah, he's put 4 laps up here in the round 1 of qualifying, and Carl right now finds himself 39th on the speed charts. And as you can see on our tracker, no threat to Blake Cook, who currently sits on the bubble. As we close on 30 minutes to go, it's Logano, Menard, Ty Dillon, Brian Scott, Denny Hamlin, the top 5. And one of the big conversation points here in round 1 centers around Hamlin's teammate, Kyle Busch. What is their plan, Chris?
Well, listening to Kyle Busch, when he came off the racetrack, he said, I got everything I could out there. And his crew chief, Chris Gale, said, well, we only need a 1/10 of a second. And Kyle said, I don't think I have it. And he said, well, let me make one change, which would take a little bit of drag off the car, and maybe that'll give you the speed you need. Vince?
Chase Elliott sitting 23rd, crew chief Ernie Koch. What's your thoughts on what's happening here, Ernie?
Well, we're 23rd, so we're 2 from getting bumped there. The 54 and 01, they go, we got to go too. They'll bump us out. We got stuck behind a slow car on the when we tried going. Had passed in the middle of the corner and killed us. So let's do the best we can here. We're rolling right now.
So Ernie Koch says wrong place, wrong time for Chase Elliott. That's why he is where he is on the speed charts here in round 1. Couple of minutes to go, and we're going to see how it plays out in the graph for that group going down the back straightaway.
That's a pretty big group of cars, so this will definitely pick up their speed if they can sort it out. Talked about Landon Castle. He's tucked right in behind Chase Elliott.
I don't know if I like where Chase Elliott is here, Michael.
Really close, but he can get a little bit of a sniff off Kyle Busch. Kyle is running behind Eric McClure. Chase bails out, decides that he's humping too much. He was humping those other cars and not helping himself. So he decided he would quit. Kyle is right on the edge of breaking in.
He's going to do it.
McClure has quit, so he doesn't have anything to pull up on, but he's got a 10th in the bank.
Yeah, and he continues to pick up speed and gain on the tracker. Look at him go. He's going to be fine. He's going to jump well inside the top 24 here is Kyle Busch. Coming off of turn 4, back to the start-finish line, the big question becomes, will Chase Elliott have enough to stay in the top 24? Kyle goes to 17th. That puts Chase on the bubble, but everyone else on track in the red. This may work out for our defending champion, Chase Elliott.
That's intense. This qualifying session. I was thinking about Chase setting down on pit road, Kyle Busch pulling out there. How dramatic does this get? I mean, this is just to get to the next round, and these guys are already having to make strategy in order to try to pull that off. Kyle's strategy was, I'm fast enough with that adjustment that my team gave me to go out and make it. He went by himself, and it worked out.
And I'm telling you, when he comes in and parks, you will see his heart pounding and beating. You just don't go out and go, I'm going to make this lap. It's a daredevil type move. When he made his last move about, 15 minutes ago, when I was pointing out how low his steering wheel was, you could see his heart pounding. I mean, this is a big deal. You really get nervy. You just don't go out and hold it wide open and not think a thought.
10 seconds to go in the session. We got a couple of cars out there today. One of them is shut down on the back straightaway, and I think what we have right now is how the session will end. Joey Logano sets a new track record. The red and black flags are out. Will things change here, impacting Chase Elliott? No, they will not. The man that won the title 1 year ago will advance to round 2. Paul Menard, Ty Dillon, Brian Scott, Denny Hamlin, the top 5. Then it's Elliott Sadler, Chris Buescher, Alex Bowman, Regan Smith, and Darrell Wallace Jr. Round 1 complete here at Michigan.